Hey guys, I thought I would give you a glimpse of our very lived in at the moment enclosed trailer that we're using as a camper. We have been in this the last 5 days, so it is not exactly the neatest in the world. We are getting ready to pack up and leave in the morning, so things are a little bit everywhere. But I thought I'd just give you guys a real life look of what it looks like before we tear everything down, because I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do this again. Right now, you are looking at the back door of the camper. Let me see if I can back up a little here. This used to be some of the boards that supported our bed when we had it on different levels. That did not work. We didn't like how it is. He was too hot up top, and then I would get cold if I was on the bottom, and we really needed more room for storage. So this is a California King air mattress that we have in here, and I just have blankets pulled up underneath it, like up over the vents and over these little E-tracks on the side to make sure that the mattress doesn't get punctured. And there's moving blankets underneath it. So I just stretch out moving blankets, kind of run them up the side of the wall, and then blow up the mattress. And we can access anything from that end. Either I can step up on the bed, or we can open the door in the back and just pull the ramp down. I don't love the cords hanging, but it works. You know, it's just, this is still a working trailer. We use this enclosed trailer for other things. We haul furniture, we do appliances, motorcycles, four-wheelers. It's used for everything. This is not just camping. So we have lots of useful items placed in it, but things can't be permanent. You know, we can't make this perfect for a camper because it's multi-purpose. So we have the bed here. Like I said, this is a California King, and there are E-tracks all down the side for tying things down. We just have a couple of hanging baskets on either side, and they just slip right into the E-tracks. You can put your phone there at night, a flashlight, medicine, a bottle of water, a book, whatever you want hanging next to you. The other thing I did is I picked up some clamp fans. So these just clamp on to the bottom, and a clamp light. And I have two of them. The other one we're using outside underneath one of the canopies because we really just didn't need to have both of them in here, and we needed more light outside. So that has worked really, really well. Excuse my not so neat making of the bed job there. Then we just have our storage up here. These are either empty bins or bins of stuff that we didn't need, like winter gear or extra rain gear, stuff that just needs to stay up out of the way. And Chris installed electric here, and what he did is he put little blocks of wood. He's going to go back and we're going to repaint this whole thing so that it looks nice, but he just put blocks of wood behind it to kind of lift it out some. So we're using that as our closet. So we have all of our clothes hanging. This just worked so much better. We could see what we had without having to pull out bins or bags. And yes, it's a little messy. It's hanging in plain sight, but it's just he and I, so it doesn't really matter. And there are more clothes hanging there. And then what I have here are just like shoe rack, shoe organizers, and he has his and I have mine. And we have underwear, socks, pajamas, swimsuits, shorts, all that kind of stuff that can just go in here out of the way, and that's easily accessible. This is our bag to go for showers and stuff. We don't have a shower in here yet. It's one of the next things on our list, but we just stay at campgrounds that have showers, or we set up our outside shower tent. But this time right across the way are showers, so we have that. And this is the other thing I don't love. We have the coolers in here. And the reason why we did is this is an area you cannot leave food outside because of bears and things like that. So coolers have to come inside with us. Normally they would go here. This is not hooked up. This is something we picked up on the way up in North Carolina and needed someplace to put it. So I am using it for storage at the moment. It's a broken stove, but Chris is going to fix it. So it's a little dirty, but I'm just using it to store things like bread and chips and towels and things like that, just out of the way. But no, this normally does not go here. And this is something that my brother had gotten me. The farmhouse kitchen is just like to go on top of your stove. And so I used it to make a shelf for now. I have a folding table. This is just a small aluminum folding table here. You can see the edges of my bins peeking out there. We have storage underneath of extra food, extra plates and cups. Things that we need to access often are just in these 2 bins so that we can just pull them out, get to them super easy. This is just a folding aluminum table. And then I have all of my oils, flours, sugar, brown sugar, coffee, olive oil, all that kind of stuff. A bunch of seasonings and dry goods in here. And this is kind of, I started packing stuff up, so just everything kind of just is getting tossed in these. I love milk crates because you can put everything in there, super organized, stack them on top of each other, no problem. I just still have some fruit. We're getting ready to go to Tennessee tomorrow, and we'll be there for 2 days, so we're still going to be using this stuff up. And then this is just my little caddy that has like plates, silverware, paper towels, some cleaner to spray tables and stuff down. And this actually goes in our tent, but I use it in here when we go on trips. It's another one of these little dividers. It works perfect for holding all the miscellaneous like cooking utensils, plates, extra lights. These are some of the seasonings I use a lot of, all of my measuring cups and all that, cutting board, knives. And then we have a mini fridge and freezer here. This bottom one down here, that's a freezer. This is a fridge. And then we just have the coffee pot and stuff up here. This is, I call it my little off-grid Keurig. So you can use the recycle, the reusable coffee cups in it, or you can use some of these plastic ones. We still had some of these plastic ones. So I'm using this with an electric tea kettle. In 2 minutes or less, this kettle will be boiling. We just pour it in there. And then Chris can stand right here in the morning and make his coffee. Open the fridge. There's his half and half. Super easy to get to. Things are messy. Like I said, it's the end of the week. So we have our fire extinguisher. I'm just using a bag hung up right now for trash because we can't leave our trash outside. So we have to lock it up in the back of the truck until tomorrow. I have my tabletop here, jump box, broom, that kind of thing. Again, like I said, I hate cords, but it is what it is. We just kind of hung this up here. We used to have this whole front section divided off for the bathroom and storage, and I kept everything stored behind there, which we probably will do again. It just makes it look a lot neater, but with the stove and stuff, it just didn't work out. So we have just a shower curtain hooked with magnets up here. Oh, and a shoe rack here, just to hang whatever we need to hang on. There's headlamp, towels. We hang our towels up there when we get done with showers so they'll dry. And then we just have the shower curtain here. This is our emergency middle of the night bathroom, and it's just a chemical toilet, which we can use the dump station to dump it. And I just have a bucket here with like the stuff that goes in the toilet. The Happy Camper. I read a bunch of reviews, and supposedly that is the best one. And extra toilet paper, wet wipes, all that kind of stuff. Just using this area for storage and dirty laundry. We have our dirty laundry hampers here. And then Chris installed a mini split. This is awesome. It's heat and cool. So you can't, it's running right now. It's blowing a very steady stream of air on me, and you cannot hear it, which is just awesome. It's not loud drone. So he got this installed. He has all of the wiring run behind here, all the way down, and then he put in this junction box up here. We have another electric box, so he's got all his drone batteries charging over here for now. So that's it. Oh, he did redo the screen. It comes with such chinchy little push pin type things that they just don't work very well. So he spaced it all out and put it in with bolts and washers. And then we just have these little clips for now that when we don't need the screen, when the bugs are not bad, we can just roll it back and clip it out of the way. This is the remote for the AC. We can take that, drop it in one of our baskets over by the bed, so we have it if we feel like we need it. There are lights in here. Chris is going to be wiring up the lighting to be able to use whenever we're parked, but for now we just have this light, which is plugged in over here, and it's a motion detector light. So at night we just unplug it. And if you can see the little job Chris did, I forgot to make the cover for the vent fan, so early every morning the light comes in. So I was complaining about how bright it was or not being able to nap in the afternoon, so Chris rigged up one of the hooded sweatshirts over the vent fan, so it is so dark in here with that on there, but that's just a temporary rig, but hey, it works. So this is it. This is our very lived-in enclosed trailer. Like I said, we've done this for 5 days. We're getting ready to do 2 more days. We have stayed in it before for 9 days, I believe. I think that was the longest we've stayed in it so far. And each time we go on a trip, we have done more improvements and made more changes. Like I said, eventually there's going to be an inverter wired in, so we'll be able to have the fridge and freezer running while we're going down the road, and we'll also be able to use the onboard lights. We're going to insulate the roof. We're actually going to build a bathroom with a shower, but it has to be up far enough so that we can pull our general in, because our general comes all the way up to right here. So we just have this little tiny nose section to really work with. So we've got it planned out as to how we want it. So it's coming down the road, but this works. I mean, we spent $35 a night for our spot. The cabins were $180. So we saved about $1,000, and that $1,000 can be spent on lots of other things, and we still had a blast coming here and did not miss having a camper or a cabin at all. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed our little tour, and now I'm gonna go hit the shower so we can get to bed and pack this puppy up in the morning and hit the road. All right, have a great night.